Hello Basic Army, welcome back to the channel. Today there's not going to be any face cam. I'm recording late at night, so I'm just wearing comfy clothes and just want to relax and play some Gallop Racer. Didn't upload last night because I had a nice night just to relax and spend time out of the heat, but it's a bit hot today, so just going to go through and enjoy today's video pretty much. We'll take it where we left off. We've got a couple of fillies and some decisions to make off. She's dropping really quickly, so we'll work it out as we go. He's still got another couple of years before we retire him, but we've got to worry about this Group 1 with Dear's Son to start off with. We did pretty well in the last episode. We had a couple of wins. We also lost some races we probably should have won, but that's okay. We have a winner place with Dear's Son, so not too much expectations here. Urban Rose is the favourite, as to be expected. She's always the favourite in the Filly Cup, unless Ampy's in it, let's be honest. It's just something that happens with when you get Urban Rose in your shop. You know you're in for some trouble. Not a perfect start here. We haven't got one perfect start with Dear's Son, the poor girl. Right, we're just going to try and settle her up front, off the rough, and hopefully get front runner activated early enough. That's the goal in mind, but you never know how these races play out. We might not even get a 7 for the first part of that race anyway, because we didn't get a perfect start. Yep, called that one. Front runner ability has been activated. We're running a medium tempo here, so it's nothing super fast, but it's also not the slowest tempo. Stamina's still building, but hopefully we can max it out. There we go, we did max it out. Okay, as you can see, without the face cam yet, you can see it this time. So let me know what you think. Do you prefer it with face cam, without face cam? Just let me know. So far so good here. We're just gonna play it. Don't want to go too early. No. Here we go. I think we timed that pretty good. The field's not really making up much ground here. Where is Urban Rose? Nowhere to be seen. Okay. Well, we're just going to run away with the Filly Cup, because Urban Rose doesn't want anything to do with it. There we go. A little bit of celebratory posing over the line. There we go. What a way to start the episode. Big Group 1 win for the Dear's Son in the Filly Cup here. God, she's a nice looking horse too. Wow, we ran away from him in the end, winning by 6 lengths. Yeah, so we did well despite the fact that we had a poor start. Quite happy with that performance. Won the Group 1. Leveled up a couple of categories. Good start. Alright. We didn't even get Dear's Son after that either, which is quite strange. What do we got? Oh, yep. There we go. Top 3, and we get Bays Meadow, which is awesome. Let's have a look at this field. Grey Factor. I don't really want to race her, but her next race isn't for ages, so she's just going to be temperamental. You know what? We're going to do it, and we're going to make this a huge week. Right, and next, Billy's not going to race for a while anyway. We're just going to give him a crack. It's Group 1, probably a bit out of his element, but you don't know if you don't try. A few races going on. None of our horses are crossing. None of our horses are mismatching in the same race or anything like that. So, yep, we are the 3rd pick here. Pretty straightforward. Supreme Glow and Eye Candy are the best runners in the field beside us. Yeah, not a bad field. Eye Candy, at the moment, really good, strong right side statistics. Good response too. And then we have Supreme Glow, who has that nice speed stat. So pretty much here, just looking for a good performance. Top 3 ideally. We do need size. That's our biggest downfall at the moment, is getting size. We have one in Easy Traffic going forward, but he's only really good for stamina, so we need to find another replacement. later on down the line. Probably too good of a start there, but the field wants to come out and run, so I'm not really going to be mad about that because we can still drop out the back of this field pretty quickly. There we go. So that was actually like a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So far so good. It's very strange. Not very often you see horses with the same colours that aren't your own horses, you know? So we've got Private Link and Last Account. Interesting. So far so good here. Eye Candy in a very comfortable position, running where he wants to. Running a bit too fast back here. I lost concentration. We've got Supreme Glow just on our outside here, so definitely a good position for us. If we can get that Laster first activated, we should be in a really good contention for a nice strong finish here. I don't want to go too late because we don't want to be too far back in the field. We got stuck there, I'm not sure how. We didn't get the Laster first, and all we have to do here is run third. We are making up late ground, but I don't know if third's in the option here. We're going to get third on the line, we're going to get second. Ended up being a huge performance there. Not mad at that at the end. Like, we went a bit late, but we still ran second, so we met our goal and we got the horse, so I'll take that. Can't argue with that at all. Loud Group, we are the long shot in the field, but we're not the longest shot, you know? Our road's actually pretty good, $22. As you can see, he's nothing special, but he has stretch burst, he comes from the back of the field, so maybe if we can get out the gate at a decent rate, time our spurt so we're chasing horses down the straight, might put in a good ditch effort, you know? He definitely makes a good dirt horse later in the game, because it's a late growth, which is sort of what we need. Easy to drive too, but look at that. Perfect start. We didn't really need it, but I'm not going to not take it. I'm just expecting a good result, and when all that is for us is anything better than 10. We don't want to run last, of course, but so far so good. Grey Factor sitting up pretty right in front of us, which we can't really avoid that. We just got to time our spurt and hopefully does the rest of the work for us, you know?
Okay, this is where the race flies.
Very slow sectionals up front as well. But
2 furlongs to go. Show your heart.
trying to tuck inside, but he's just hard to steer. We are making ground here. The 8 is pulling away. The 13's off and running. The stretch burst is going to kick in. Can we finish in the money? I think we just finished third. Nah, got pipped on the line. Probably should have just went to the finish line. I was worried about that horse in front of us dropping out. But no, that's a huge run. On debut on a Group 1. No, it's not the hardest race to win. It's a Sunrise. But can't be mad at that. We are the 4th pick in the market here with Grave Parade. We're not going to go through the parade ring. She's on the decline. But we might just try and knock her around in some easier Group 1s. Like, as long as we're meeting our goals, I'll be happy. But it's more about, from here on out, trying to just maintain her. If we look like we're going to lose her, then I might retire another horse out. You know, I don't want to lose her and then not be able to breed with her. Because, yes, she has close race, not good. But she also has stretch burst, and it's won us more races than we've lost. And I don't think we've lost a single race where we were the favourite and close race not good's popped up. We've had it activate a couple of times, but she's pretty strong with it, which is strange to, like, see, really. Alright, we're just going to get going now. No revolution.
2 furlongs to go.
We're making a little bit of a surge here, which isn't too bad. The 14 and whatever other horses out there flying are the favourite. So we are making a last late ditch. Fourth is where we're going to finish. So we met our odds. Not mad at that at all. And that's probably what we'll just keep aiming to do with her throughout the rest of her career. When she's feeling a bit better, we'll be fine. I got nothing to worry about. Any other reason to lose her except for just not meeting the goals. But she'll have some time off now because the next sprint race isn't until like August. No, March, sorry. What am I on about? Divine Carol is the favourite here. He is a colt, weighing in at 122 pounds. Let's see how that goes.
The horses are on the track.
Wonderway holds the record here on the China Mile Circuit.
The horses are in
Looking to match strides, of course. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That's the worst start we've had ever. We're going to have to lead still, but I don't like our chances of winning this race, and that's my fault. I just assumed that because it flew so fast across that it was going to come back at the same speed it did. I just predicted too fast, unfortunately. Gonna be a killer because we had to burn out of the gate. That's disappointing. We're just gonna have to try and play as concerted. Yeah, I'll get the words out at some point. Conservative. There we go. As we can. And try and win this race somehow. I don't like our chances. Get off the rough. Not really much of a rough here, but it's enough to upset the horse. Okay, never mind. We got the special type of revolution here, so she must have been pretty happy once we got her to the front. The 13 is fighting, has definitely got a good run off here. But we're not giving in, that's for sure. We are fighting back just slightly. I don't think we're going to get the win, but second is definitely in sight here. Yeah. Stamina was not our friend there, but we did put in a huge huge last ditch effort. I can't speak. Last ditch effort. My golly god. Met our goal, ran second. Late start, definitely killed us, but I'm not sure how we still got everything else. That's understandable. That late start, I called that, would be our downfall. We might have won that race. Might have. You know? So, the end of the Gallop World Series for this year, Empty Treaty and Sly Shark share the honours in the sprint. Cruel Love takes out the turf solo. Cosmic Fit and Petite Ridge share the honours of the dirt. Adams wins the series with 6 wins and 3/3 with a total of 93 points, smashing Conway. Nothing really affects us there though, so we're just going to have a quick look through. So far so good. Oh, come on. I just want her so bad. And we're so close still. She's an awesome broodmare. Prime number. We'll give her a go. As you can see here, our issue is we've got 3 fillies all on the decline. And then we got a couple of colts now. But yeah. I just want to get good horses and it's too early in the game for that. Prime number. We haven't had much luck with the trailers. But hopefully win or place and we're the 3rd pick in the market. I have a feeling we're going to lose prime number. Just because of her running style. That's a bad start, but not as bad as that last race. At least this one helps us. So we're at the back of the field, we're straight into position, which is good. Solar season. I don't think solar season got that good. Maybe 80 speed? No, surely not. Oh well. Strange that this is a group 2. Or is it group 3? I think it might be a group 3. It was red, so yeah. I'll check it after this race, of course. We're just sort of like running really slow back here, but our sectionals are still pretty fast, which is interesting. Like, it's not super fast like red, but to be running in the green when we're this far off the pace is a bit worrying. We're like 100 miles off this field. Holy moly, we are so far back. I mean, we got last to first, but where's the gap?
Wow. Terrific speed.
There's the gap, but I don't think we're going to have time. I was just way too far back. Solar Season ends up getting the win. Spurt was a D. But no, I think the middle part of that race really cost us. A couple of bad performances, not gonna lie. We started the episode off strong, winning the Philly Cup. Cook's upset about something. It's probably because we don't have one of our horses, yeah. Because we have Pink, Sheba, no Waz. That's pretty much how this game goes. If you don't have one of their horses, they get pretty salty real quick. I mean, I'd love to have one of your horses if you want to give me something decent worth my time, but... like, I don't know, Night Falcon, the horse I've been requesting for the last 4 weeks, even though it's not even good at the moment. Another clash with the beautiful Fast Navy. Always down for a bit of a challenge, you know. There we go. Third pick in the market. But we also, another win or place. Like, they're really throwing the hard challenges at us today.
The horses are on
The right will stand up. We'll rise above it.
The horses are in the gate.
Not a bad start,
Go.
that's for sure.
That was a beautiful start.
Gotta focus on make sure we're running him not too far back in the field. Because we want to be close to that leader, so when it comes that time to finish, we can pip the horse in the corner, get last corner leader, and then bolt away. Well, that's the game plan anyway. Solid rough here, so we're just going to sit here. Long trip today, hopefully they run it at a nice easy tempo. Not too slow, not too fast, just a little bit of pace on. We have the stamina to finish off here. Sexy prize. Definitely trying to run the legs off us today. See how that strategy works. Doesn't really work too much in this game. Unless you got the horse to do it. Generally over in like Ireland and the UK, when they have them long course races like the 4,000 meters, like the 20 furlong races and like the hurdles and whatnot, they tend to try and do that. Like they'll send a long shot forward and set the pace. So then when it comes to the later stage of the race, they try and catch the leader. So they do a lot of work to try and catch the leader, and then hopefully the horse has enough energy to then sprint away from them again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but when it does work, it looks so good. Really good performance here so far. This field is spread out, but that might suit us more than anything. Drifting up the track a bit. Didn't get the revolution. Here comes Fast Navy. So far so good. He is making ground, but I just don't think he's going to catch us here. No. Timed our spurt right. Got away from the field, and that's going to be a win. Another Group 1 to Easy Traffic's Arsenal. Bang. Legs 11. definitely makes them work as he walked over the line. 3.5 lengths. And he's happy as always. The old fella's happy. Another end to a successful year. Crafty Gift takes out the 2-year-old classification. Wild Weapon, our horse, takes out the 3-year-old. Petite Bridge takes out the 3-year-old Dirt. Empty Treaty, the 4-year-old Turf. And the Far Satan, no expectation there. Easy Traffic. We have a Horse of the Year. We have the Best Sprinter or Miler. Celtic Ridge, an E-ranked horse, wins Best Dirt Horse. That's amazing. And we take out... we won the Jockey Awards. We have the Best Average. We just did the trifecta in our second year. Average of 4.7. 51 wins from 24 placings. 161k. We won the Jockey Triple Crown. And we got a Horse of the Year. That's awesome. Bang. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah, we really don't care about you. Like, oh, you've actually given us some easier one. Oh, so just win the game, pretty much. We'll do this one. It's pretty easy. You just got to win one race on every track of the normal tracks. We're not going to aim for it. If it happens type of thing. Oh, he's given us a new horse. Awesome. And Thompson's happy because we won a horse title. If we win 5, she'll give us a horse. And that unlocks a special horse. I'm not quite sure what it is, but... as you can see here, we've got a couple of 5-year-old mares. It's going to be a long year. Definitely a long road ahead of us. We're just going to skip forward 1 week. And... hey, Blue, I just totally can't believe you. Yeah, okay. I don't care. I want my money. You can't be the only person that's rich. It's not fair. Let's have a look. What can we buy? So pretty much this shop is like useless unless you buy things. So that makes no sense. The shop is useless unless you buy things. Okay, let me rephrase that. As you can see here, everything you buy, it says it increases the stamina in North American special races. So it's very particular. So unless you buy everything, and that's pretty much what I'm going to go through do now. It just gives you small boosts. I'm not sure the actual overall effect, but we need to win a Group 1 with an original horse, which we won't be able to do yet for a while. And then we have to enter an original horse into the Hall of Fame, and then we can max out the pasture, and then you unlock a couple of other things as well. But we also get this, which... I mean, we've got money laying around. You can't spend it on anything else, so we may as well upgrade everything we can. So that will be our next goal. It's a fair way away. But pretty much we're just going to go through and try and... you know what? I'm sorry, girl. You did us amazing things, but... I'm just sick of trailers. And I really can't be bothered getting rid of one of the mares that we have at the moment. For her, you're in the race on the Golden Gate. What can you run? Oh, yep, that suits you. Cool. We'll race you in that. Not for another month. But we're just gonna skip through. Wasn't that the race? Oh, the Gold Gate, not the Gold... yeah, I get them two mixed up all the time. Yep, so we're just going to skip through the weeks and just have a look at the horses that were being offered. There won't be many Group 1s. I think there's one this week. Yep. Pretty much nothing of interest. No. 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 Like I could just skip through and go through, but I want to make sure my horses are ready to race and that they're not randomly putting our horses into races they're not meant to be in. Because that is the most annoying thing, you know? So far so good, no real silly requests, that's for sure. Tinky Crown, not happening, buddy. We have Base Meadow, who's already declining. Hold up, when can I retire you? Not yet. I was hoping I could retire him soon, even though he's only been racing for a year, and then use him as a stub this year. Second pick in the market, Supreme Glow. Also, very disappointing last start that we raced against him too. Didn't win. So, let's try and beat him again.
Are in the gate. And they're off.
Not a bad start, but this is the furthest we've run with Bays Meadow. Hopefully none of his foals pass on the position he likes to run in, because I really can't be bothered. It's bad enough trying to find out where they run on a horse where you enjoy racing them in that position, but I'm pretty sure if we can avoid it, we will.
They are midway down the backstretch.
Let's just cross him with a front runner, so then we have absolutely no idea what could be thrown.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
Happy with our position so far, that's for sure. Can't let him be too far back in the field this time. Gonna drift up the track.
And they're in the home stretch.
Ah,
Show your guts.
went way too wide. I was hoping we could hit that gap, but
Racing first of speed.
Supreme Glow's out in front, but we are chasing it down. It's gonna come close, but
Finish.
second. Oh well, we met our goal. Can't really complain too much about that. If we didn't get held up, it would have been a little bit easier, but I went too wide. I should have just hoped that gap on the inside was going to open up. There we go. That's why we check it. If we can meet the goal here, not only do we win the race, we also get Dear Son another broodmare. This is going to be tricky. Going to be very tricky. We're going to have way too many broodmares. We've still got 2 in the stable as it is, and then we have 2 in the breeding barn that we don't really want to get rid of yet. Why did they have to go and give us super good horses so early in the game? Because I don't think by the time we get to Grave Parade and Wild Weapons... Oh, slow down then go. Sheesh. Yeah. By the time we get to their foals, I think we're going to be high enough level anyway. So that's not really an issue because we're already up to like level 45. So it's pretty good. But yeah. They were going to be a concern, but when I thought about it, if we gain 20 levels a year, Grave Parade's first foal won't be on the ground and racing until year 6. We're in year 3. So realistically, we're still ages away.
And they're in the home stretch.
Because she went wild, or not wild, but she just got frustrated. We're not going to win this race. Oh, because I probably raced her on the rough, but that's real disappointing. We had the race easy enough to get her.
Finish.
Beggars can't be choosers, but that's really annoying. I love how Parks over exaggerates everything. Like, yes, the horse should have won that race, but I butchered it. Here we go. I like that name, but we're going to change it. We know what we're going to name it, but what does it look like? Will it look like her mum, or will it look like her dad? Is everyone ready? Oh, it looks like a dad. Oh, his dad, I should say, sorry. So everyone, this is going to be the horse we had known, the mascot of this series, taking over from his mum, Rebirth. I can't spell. There we go. It's finally here. He's so cute. This is why I play this game. Got a little blaze too. There we go. So he'll develop over the next year and a bit, and then he'll go to a stable, then we'll have to require him. So that's going to be the next challenge. We're so far away from it too. I really don't want to do a 15 furlong race. Like, I understand it's probably the best for you, but I'd rather race you in a group 1. What do we got? 12 grand. Yes, please. Oh, it's a Dubai, of course. Them races are worth, like, everything. What are you racing? Not for a while. Pretty much we'll just skip through. We'll do probably one more race and then we'll call it an episode. Not even going to try and get Winglight again. I know it's sad, but we'll get it later on down the track. No, I'm not racing on your horse. If you don't want to race on it, I don't want to race on it. Right. I wish I had face cam on right now. Holy sugar honey iced tea. We would have been going up against him too. I must have had a feeling. And we can request Far Satan. Holy shit. I normally don't swear. And I try to keep this YouTube channel pretty child friendly, but I didn't want to do this race, but how can you not do it when you have a chance to race on Fast Navy, Far Satan as a follow-up ride, and then our girl, Grave Parade? Yeah, well, obviously going to be odds on pick. If we butcher this, I just will be very sad.
The horses are in the gate. Go.
I hate hills out of the gate. They hurt my feelings. We don't need hills on racetracks. Just make it flat. Flat track matters. Get it trending. Hashtag flat track in the comment section below if you watched all the way to here. I don't know why I didn't want to do the 15 furlong race with easy traffic, even though it's his perfect like distance and everything. But I'm so glad we didn't, because we got a ride on Fast Navy, which puts us in the like position to acquire him as a Miles if we can keep winning on him. So we're just gonna have to like avoid him with easy traffic, which is no easy feat because they're gonna clash in a lot of races, especially in the normal Group 1s. We might just try and enter easy traffic into the international races. Like, I know you want to run faster, but I don't want you so far up the field, buddy. Fine. Get you moving up a little bit. Like, realistically, I don't see us losing this race regardless, but just in case, you know, you don't want to lose a race because you were overconfident. Still 6 furlongs to go. These races take forever. We did max on stamina, so that's a good sign. Just whether or not we can keep winning on this horse once we win this race.
They are midway down the backstretch.
We got the Sleepy Boys again. Can we get 3 Sleepy Boys?
Okay, this is where the race is
Hope we can, because that'd be funny. No Sleepy Boys, but we're gonna go.
And they're in the home stretch.
Got a little kick here from Fast Navy. Bishoppool's making a late move, but that's it. That's the race over and done with. It's that easy when you get a horse like Fast Navy. Holy moly. Just gonna make sure we win by a fair bit, just to rub it in a little bit. The fact that he wants the best jockey on the best horse. Awesome. 1 down, 3 to go. With him. And then we should be the... Another race where we got SS on the spurt. Go us. Obviously going to be the favourite here. That's not even a question. The only issue with Fast Satan is we've literally got like 3 starts to get him as my horse
The horses are in the gate.
before he retires at 8 years old. He'll go straight in the breeding barn, which is also helpful though. And he'll probably just replace Green Earth. Got a foal by Green Earth. He's served his purpose. He's got the Rebirth, the little baby boy on the ground. So he's just going to be our one and done, I reckon. Or actually might serve a mare this season. We'll see how we go. Strong pace up front here from Deep Tomahawk. Not much of a field. Safety Link, yeah, he's a decent dirt horse. That's really probably it. Let's have a look. Yeah. Broad Eat's the 3rd pick. Only real danger here is the 1 horse, but I'm not stressing. Only race that's probably going to be a bit difficult this week will be the race with Grave Parade. That should be pretty easy. Just got to hit our goal. Not expecting a win.
5 furlongs to go.
She's on the way down. Rude Angel's had her first foal. I think Rude Angel... She's had her first foal.
Where the race is won.
Do we get rid of Rude Angel? I feel like we get rid of Rude Angel. I know that really wasn't meant to be an option, but I feel like we need the better broodmares in. I only really just thought of that. Like,
2 furlongs to go.
Oh, like I said, this race was never even a question. That's why I'm stressed about it. We're just going to try and blow out the record. Safety Link decides, we're actually racing, so I might try. But we're going to beat the field by probably about 11 lengths. When you get the best horses in the game, races like that are pretty easy when they're not Group 1s. 10, I said 11. And another spurt. God. Level up that spurt like crazy now. We are the 8th pick. So definitely a lot easier this time around. She's dropped a fair bit. As much as I don't want to, I think it's time we retire
Are on the track.
Rude Angel. We can always get her later on down the track, but I don't want to risk losing Grave Parade. And I feel like she's the better option to breed with. I don't know. I could be completely wrong in saying that as well, but it's what I feel is best for the long-term goal. Like, Rebirth could be a complete bust, and then we can't breed with him because he's a bust. But I feel like just for the necessity of the fact that it's Rebirth and it's going to be Red Angel's first foal, we're going to breed with him anyway. We can always cross some lines into him and make him better. Showing some speed here. We're really kicking here. The field's not really moving too much. We're pulling away here. This is why we want this filly in our breeding barn. She's just gone away from him. With close race not good. It's like, you know what? Close race, yeah, it might pop up, but I don't care. Bang. What a win. Decisions. What a week. 1-1-1. Good level up. He's becoming a normal jockey. Wait, did he just give us... He just gave us Desert Diver. Wow. Well then, we have our 3-year-old for the dirt races this year. Right, we have a request on Wild Weapon. We've registered that. Wow. And we have 3 races. So that's where we'll kick off the next episode is. We have 3 races. We got the climax, which looks like it's a very winnable race. But what a pickup. Desert Diver. We won on Fast Navy. But yeah, I think for the future of the episodes and for like how quickly we need to win a Group 1 with one of our foals so we can upgrade our breeding barn. I feel like the only thing I'm contemplating is the fact that Celtic Ridge is so easy to ride. But am I prepared to get rid of her yet? You know what? Yes, I am. It's what needs to be done. It needs to be done. But I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I'm doing that instead. I know I said I was going to breed with Celtic Ridge, but I can't do it. I can't get rid of Red Angel yet. I feel like she's got so much more to offer as a broodmare. Once she gets better horses, like better size to breed with, then we'll make a fair decision. But that's going to be the end of the episode. No, I dragged it out there a little bit at the end, but hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.